So how y'all doing? Can you tell I got a big pile of junk right here? Let me show you what I got going on here. This all has to do with upcoming projects. Mostly it's just, repairs. But I sit around looking for parts a lot of the time. Just so I can, take care of my repairs as I need them. So here's a clutch cover. And here is another clutch cover. They look pretty much the same, don't they? That's because I have two saws that need them. I'm going to be building a VI 130. Going to port it. I'm going to put that saw to the specs that I want. And needless to say, it was missing a lot of parts. Let me show you the saw. It's right here. But yeah, both side covers were missing, and all sorts of stuff. I think right now I have all the parts except the coil. I think that's where I'm at. I think. And I just been slowly searching for all my different parts. So I needed a side cover for this one. So we got two side covers here. I could easily just pick one. Probably be this one. But it's not particularly for this saw. This side cover is for a XL104. But it's a close enough match that I can modify it and make it work. You see this little hook? This doesn't quite line up. So I'll just Dremel enough out to make it work. To try to find a cover for this was really a pain in the behind. And I'll tell you, it's so close too. Like, it's literally just this little overhang here is all the catches. I could repaint it to make it look like the VI 130 side cover, but I may not. But that's how close I am right now on this. Now I can see there's other stuff here, but it should work. I think I can get that to work just fine. The starter cover is right here. I ended up finding one of these with some extra, here's an extra spring and some extra pieces here, but a brand new starter cover, brand spanking new. So we'll be able to use that, and it's actually a VI starter cover, so it'll actually look right on this side. So maybe we'll paint this to look, I don't know, we'll see. But that's kind of what I'm doing. I already got a cylinder, I got everything. I think the only thing I need is a coil, and I'll be able to start putting this together. That's how close we are in this project. This side cover is for the 130 that I just ported. I shouldn't say just ported, but I ported on I ported a Super XL 130, and the side cover is cracked right through the center of these two bar stud holes. So we're going to use this side cover instead. But I've had so many parts come in, I forgot what I got. Here's a carb kit. Here's a piston ring set I got. I believe this is for the I think this is for the Super XL auto that I'm currently working on. There should be another set of rings here somewhere. There's another carb kit. You can never have too many carb kits. You can see I got parts and parts and parts. What do we got here? Duckbill valves. Homemade duckbill valves. You never have too many of them, right? What do we got in here? Fuel filters. So these are my favorite fuel filters. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these ones. Most people buy the cheap ones. These ones are a little more money. Look how much bigger they are. They're a lot bigger than your average one. These will work for all the good 80cc saws, but they'll work on your smaller ones too. But they're more money. The through Sawzilla here, the Proline brand. But I like these better. I don't know. I just like them better. Recognize these? Crankshaft seals for a 1010. Air filter for a 1010. What's 10? It says 1010, but I'm curious to see if it actually works for a 1010. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it works for my 1010. I don't know if it will, but it's close. We'll see. 925 style air filter. That one just happened to pop up on eBay like really cheap, and it's brand new. So I wasn't about to let that pass. I always need these. I ended up ordering a whole lot of crankshaft seals. These would be the PTO side for the Super XL Auto. These would be for the pull-in 245 that we're currently working on. I ordered 2 of each seal. I only needed 1, but I ordered 2 of each. This whole box here, here's the 6119s for Super XL, and most home lights take those. This looks like another one for the pull-in. Yeah. There's another seal. This whole box here, bunch of seals. There should be more than that, and I must have left some laying up there. So you can see I don't skimp out when it comes to seals. Pretty much everything I get gets new seals if it comes across, across my hands. I don't even know what's in this package yet. It's not open yet. I picked up this mount. I was thinking my Super XL 130, the handlebar mount screw is stripped out, but this, I'm not sure if this is going to fit that saw. If I remember correctly, it's water here and it has a pin, so I don't know if this is going to work. The one on that 130 that I ported is twisted, and the handlebar is all out of whack. The picture for this on eBay just wasn't very good, so I took a chance. I think it was $10 for it, so I took a chance on it. I think this might be for like a 114 or something. We'll see. It might work. I don't know. More carb kits. here we go. This is what we're looking for. These are the rings for the pull-in build that we're currently working on. I did manage to find bearings for the pull-in. So all new bearings for the pull-in are on their way. We're going to port the 923, and I wanted to go with a new piston and ring because it's just, you know, just because. And so there it is. The new piston and rings for the 923. I think it was a thin ring piston, and I'm putting in a normal style. I think that's what I'm doing. Because I plan on modifying the piston, and I didn't want to modify an original thin ring piston. That's why, if my memory is correct, that's why I'm doing that. Now, let's open up our mystery here. I don't have a knife handy, so we'll see if a screwdriver does it. Yeah. What do you know? A whole bunch more carb kits. So we got 6 rebuild kits here. These are all Tillotson, like the HS style. So I got 6 carb kits here. Here's the pull-in. We're going to need a carb kit for that. You know, it's never ending. Carb kits are one of those things. So I just wanted to share some of this with you. I got even more stuff. But I just wanted to give you a quick rundown on some stuff that you may not know that we have coming up. The kind of anxious for the 130, the VI 130. Here's our piston and cylinder that I ordered. Don't really need the piston, but I got one. Cylinder is like perfect, so we're good to go there. I'm getting kind of anxious. The 700 is what I'm working on right now. I'm doing a carb video, and the carb video is actually for the carburetor is for that 700. Let me pull it over here. So this is my XL 700. 3/4 wrap handlebar. But the carburetor that I'm doing is for this saw. I stole the carburetor out of this saw to put in that one ported saw that we did, the Super XL 130. I wanted a bigger carb in it, so I pulled one out of this. And I just managed to locate a new carburetor to put in this. Now here, perfect example. This air filter, look how out of shape it is. Right? I just got a brand new one that will fit in there nice and perfect. So why don't we just go ahead and put it right there. Nice and perfect. Much better than this one. I won't throw this air filter away though. I will keep it. You never know if you might end up in a situation where this is better than nothing, if you know what I mean. So don't throw them away. Some of these air filters are hard to get. This is one of probably the saws that I've done the most work to though. Every inch of this saw needed something done to it. I still got to do some work to the oiler. It works. It's just the oil lever. I end up happen whenever the manual oiler, whenever I push it down, it ends up hitting the on-off switch and shutting the saw off. I want to see if something might be out of whack. I got a feeling just something's a little off. But it does. It hits the on-off switch just enough to switch the saw off. So, yep, I got oil coming out. But I want to see if I can do something about that. Little things, you know. Now, the last time, a lot of you know, my dad just recently passed away. The last time he was able to come out and at least sit with me doing some firewood, I was running this saw. This is the one I was running. You can see the clutch cover's messed up. There's a new one in the mail. So I already found a clutch cover to replace this one. But the clutch itself blew apart on me. I'm wondering, I think I might have forgot to tighten the bolts, and it just it exploded on me when I was at my dad's. But we're working on that. I will forever remember this is the saw I was running the last time that I got to work on the woodpile with my dad. I will remember that forever. And this saw's from the 60s, so this is something he would have ran when he was in his 20s or 30s or something. You know what I mean? Heck, even later than that. Like, this is something he would have been familiar with. I forget what's in this box. Oh, check it out. See this coil? It's one of these two-piece coils from, I can't remember which model of Husqvarna it is. But it's a two-piece setup. Just happens to be the exact same part that's in this home light. Let me show you. Let me show you the saw. I just got it recently. I only spoke about it briefly, but I never really got into it. Let me show you the saw. It's funny, I got saws laying everywhere. Everywhere. I had to move this 50 just to get to the one that I wanted to show you, the 340. So that Husqvarna coil is the exact same one for that 340. I run into that a lot. At least that's what I'm told. Should we find out real quick? We can take a quick peek. It's only a couple screws. Let's take a look in there. It sure does look the same to me. Yep. Well, maybe not identical, but dang close. Close enough that I could make it work. I'll say that. The this upper bolt hole is a little off, but I could rig up a bracket for that. You know, I bet you I can get this to work. It's just a no spark saw. Don't see anything wrong with it. So I was going to go with coil. So I was talking to Simple Man about is 50. And he had said about sending me a 55 top end so we can convert it. What do you guys think? That's a good idea. It feels kind of weird though. Simple Man just keeps sending me package after package. But again, I know he has a lot of saws. He has way more than I do. It's going to need more than a top end kit though. I can tell you just already. All right, that's functioning. Both starter pawls are busted on this. Both of them. They're just flopping around. There's nothing to them. The flywheel, you hear that? That's the flywheel. So, I'm guessing the keyway's missing, because it's not turning. She's cranking over, so it looks like the starter paw exploded. It just ruined everything in here, and that's why it was parked. I bet you it sheared the keyway off. I bet you. That's my guess. Starter paw failed, snagged everything up, broke everything, the keyway and all of it. But that'll be an upcoming project. I don't know when we'll get to this. It's just one of these days we will, you know? I got a lot of saws laying around to work on. I have an XL12 sitting over there. Can you see it? It's sitting over there. So it's a runner. It just has an issue with drawing fuel. I think it has the wick style filter, and I think the filter is the issue. So I'll either modify it to accept, the normal filters, or I'll just pull the tank off and put a Super XL Auto style tank. I have a blue tank. I could just throw the tank on there and be done with it. But we'll see. I have another XL12 sitting there that I can steal the tank off of. I got options. I've been anxious to get a little cutting in. Still waiting on my wood to show up. So, well, I think I'm going to call it that for tonight. We'll catch you on the next one, and later.